Good evening, Chiefs Kingdom, and welcome in. Let me start with a question that's buzzing all across the NFL landscape right now. When the lights shine brightest, when Super Bowl week takes over the sports world, who really owns a moment? Is it the teams chasing history? Or is it the personalities who've helped shape this era of football? Because tonight, we've got a story that blends legacy, family, championships, and a whole lot of Kansas City swagger, all just days before Super Bowl 60. The Kansas City Chiefs may not be the ones taking the field this Sunday, but make no mistake, their fingerprints are all over the Super Bowl buildup. From dynastic dominance under Andy Reid, to Patrick Mahomes redefining what the quarterback position looks like in the modern NFL, to Travis Kelce becoming one of the most recognizable figures in all of sports and pop culture, the Chiefs remain the league's gravitational center. And today, that spotlight shifted just a bit off the field, but stayed firmly within the family. NFL legend Jason Kelce, one of the greatest centers to ever snap a football, made headlines this week with an off-field update ahead of Super Bowl 60. Kelce, a 7-time Pro Bowler and 6-time first-team All-Pro, is no stranger to this stage. During his 13-year career with the Philadelphia Eagles, he played in 2 Super Bowls, most memorably leading the Eagles to their first-ever Super Bowl title back in the 2017 season. That night cemented his legacy as not just a great player, but a tone setter, a leader, and frankly, a symbol of toughness in the trenches. 5 years later, Jason Kelce found himself back in the big game, but this time, the ending was very different. Across the field stood his younger brother, Travis Kelce, wearing red and gold, catching passes from Patrick Mahomes. Super Bowl 57 ended with the Chiefs defeating the Eagles 38-25, a game that wasn't just about a Lombardi trophy, but about history. It marked Kansas City's 3rd Super Bowl title overall, following championships in 1969, 2020, and then again in 2023, as Andy Reid's Chiefs continue to carve out one of the most impressive dynasties the NFL has ever seen. Now, fast forward to this week. Jason Kelce may be retired from the field, but he's arguably busier than ever. Alongside Travis, he co-hosts the wildly popular New Heights podcast, a weekly show that blends football IQ, locker room stories, and brotherly banter. And ahead of Super Bowl 60, Jason announced that Wednesday's special episode will feature a pair of heavyweight guests, New England Patriots icon Julian Edelman and Super Bowl MVP wide receiver Cooper Kupp. Jason, doing what he does best, delivered an introduction that felt like a primetime broadcast all its own. He welcomed Edelman as a 7th-round pick out of Kent State, a 3-time Super Bowl champion, and a Super Bowl MVP, a player who thrived when the moment was biggest. Then came Cooper Kupp, introduced as a Pro Bowler, All-Pro, Triple Crown winner, Offensive Player of the Year, and Super Bowl MVP, a wide receiver who understands what it takes to climb the mountain and lift the Vince Lombardi trophy. And right there, Chiefs fans, is where this story circles back home. Because while this podcast episode centers on Super Bowl memories, legacies, and preparation, it's impossible to ignore how deeply Kansas City has become woven into the NFL's biggest narratives. Travis Kelce isn't just a tight end anymore. He's a cultural force. On the field, he's one of the most productive pass catchers in league history at his position, redefining what tight ends can do in Andy Reid's offense. Off the field, he's hosting podcasts, appearing in commercials, and pulling new audiences into the sport every single week. Let's break it down for a moment, because this didn't happen by accident. The Chiefs' rise to dominance started with a vision. When Andy Reid arrived in Kansas City, he brought an offensive philosophy built on creativity, spacing, and adaptability. Then came Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback, the play-calling leader of the offense, the magician who can throw from any angle, any platform, at any time. Mahomes' numbers already stack up historically. Multiple MVP awards, Super Bowl MVPs, and postseason performances that rival legends like Tom Brady and Joe Montana. Compared to his early seasons, Mahomes has evolved. He's more patient now, more surgical, willing to take what defenses give him rather than forcing the spectacular, even though he can still deliver jaw-dropping plays at a moment's notice. And then there's Travis Kelce. Year after year, defenses know the ball is coming his way, especially in the red zone, that area inside the opponent's 20-yard line where space tightens and decisions must be instant. And year after year, he still finds openings. His chemistry with Mahomes is almost telepathic, built on trust, timing, and countless hours of film study. Analysts often say Kelce runs routes like a wide receiver with the body of a tight end, and that's what makes him such a matchup nightmare. Defensively, the Chiefs have evolved as well. Chris Jones anchors a line, collapsing pockets and forcing quarterbacks into mistakes. Steve Spagnuolo's schemes rely on disguised coverages, timely blitzes, and disciplined execution. This isn't just a flashy offensive team anymore. It's a complete football operation, capable of winning shootouts or grinding out low-scoring battles. Historically, when you place this era next to the Chiefs' past, it's remarkable. From Len Dawson leading the franchise to its first Super Bowl title, to legends like Derek Thomas terrorizing quarterbacks, to Tony Gonzalez redefining his position, Kansas City has always had stars. But never before has the organization sustained excellence like this. Super Bowl wins in 2020, 2023, and 2024 have turned Gale Field at Arrowhead Stadium into the epicenter of football. It's already known as one of the loudest venues in the NFL, a place where the tomahawk chop echoes through the Midwest, and visiting teams struggle to communicate at the line of scrimmage. That atmosphere, that fan base, Chiefs Kingdom, it matters. Former players talk about it all the time. One fictional analyst put it perfectly this week, saying, "When you play in Kansas City, you're not just playing 11 guys. You're playing 70,000 people who know the game and live for those moments." As for the Kelce brothers, their story has become part of NFL lore. Two brothers, both champions, both leaders, both now shaping the sport from different angles. Jason bringing insight and perspective from the trenches. Travis still chasing greatness on the field while expanding his influence beyond it. Their podcast answering fan-submitted Super Bowl questions this week only adds another layer of connection between players and fans, something that defines today's NFL. So what does all this mean moving forward? For Kansas City, it reinforces a standard. Even when the Chiefs aren't in the Super Bowl, they're part of the conversation. Looking ahead, the roster remains strong, the coaching stable, and the quarterback in his prime. Predictions? As long as Mahomes is under center and Reed is calling plays, the Chiefs will be Super Bowl contenders. Period. Whether it's another AFC West battle against the Raiders, Broncos, or Chargers, or a heavyweight showdown with teams like the Bills or Bengals, Kansas City is the measuring stick. And as Super Bowl 60 approaches, with stories of legends, champions, and family ties filling the airwaves, one thing is clear. This is the era of the Chiefs. This is a standard they've set. And this is the football world they continue to shape on the field and off it. So buckle up, enjoy the show, and keep it locked right here. Because whether it's Sunday kickoff or a Wednesday podcast drop, the heart of the NFL keeps beating in red and gold.